Shit, I was about to set up the other camera. Heck yeah, man, I haven't been live in a while. Okay, so I figured I'm sitting here cutting through some incredible fatwood. Might as well have you join me. Down here on the floor, got some pine knots. Rotate the device back. Kiss my butt. Yeah, I need a better phone, man. Back to work I go. We'll see if somebody joins me. Probably gonna have some buffering because of all of this motion. Give me my chat. All right. Want to have technical difficulties, huh? Well, let's see. Gosh, I haven't done this in forever on a phone. Ooh, I got somebody watching, unless that's me. Let's see, what's this button do? Retouch, orientation is locked, rotate device back. Retouch off. Hey, I see a chat. David Burkhalter. God dang it, man, these glasses ain't good enough. Ebonic, how you doing, man? Good to see you too. All right. So let me know, am I horizontal or am I vertical? Oh, how do I get rid of this thing? Hey, peekaboo. What's this button do? Horizontal, good. I'm just gonna ignore whatever this phone's telling me. So, so anyways, I'm down here in the shop processing some fatwood. I went out to the carport and picked out some pieces. My stash is dwindling. I'll be going out for some more fatwood this Friday. Won't have a lot of time, but got some pieces to go back for and need to restock my store too. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking this pine knot and I'm cutting the fin off. Let's see here. Man, I wish I could get rid of that. No, I don't want to zoom. I'm a rookie. I need Jimmy Boy. Where's Jimmy Boy when you got him? All right, so I'm going to get back to what I was doing here. There we go, right there. That ought to do it. Wow. There's some thick resin in that bark inclusion. Let's see. So there's the fin. Where's the top of this branch that I cut off? That's another reason I want it to go live. I'm like, hot damn. Peekaboo. Okay. Which way did this go? Looks like right there. Yeah. So I cut that off and it had more resin than I thought. I was like, yeah, this really ain't much. It's got an incredibly thick layer of bark, so I'm not going to get much of a handle off of this. I'm picking out more pieces for my lathe. I've been a turning machine lately, man. I've been turning like 5 handles twice a week, it seems like. I just finished 5 today. I got them on the stand. Maybe I'll run you over there and show you to them. They're still a little sticky. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Going live, I can't go pounding on this shit. Blow your eardrums off. Let's see if I can cut this right here. See, it's got a curve to it. I'm going to want to put it on the lathe, so I'm going to want to take this much off right here. That way it'll go on the lathe real nice. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. Yeah, I haven't been live in forever. I down and out for about 2 months there. I didn't do no videos or nothing. This is not the best thing to cut on, but it works. I got a wonderful shop. I just don't have a shop bench, a workbench, believe it or not. So what are your guesses to why they call these pine knots? I'll tell you my guess, but I want to hear yours. A pine knot is where the branch is anchored inside of the tree. And that stuff is hard to cut through. Looks like I got it pretty square. Why is it so dark? Steve's here. What's up? Cheers. I've heard them called torchwood. Yep. Good hello, SKS. Love the amber color. Knuckle busting numbskull. About time I do a live stream, right? Let me know if all this movement causes me to buffer, because I can always move the camera back a little. Now, sure, I could cut this on my bandsaw. But my bandsaw does not like knots. Besides, I need some exercise. I gotta get out and start hunting Fatwood again here soon. Going out Friday. Come on off of there. This is a short saw, but it's got good teeth on it. Almost got it. These gloves don't work on this screen. There's my chat. All right, cool. That sucker's hard. Well, there we go. 1 pine knot for the lathe. Next, how about this sucker right here? I have so many of these. All right. Now, I can tell this is resinous by the weight. And you've got some pine resin right there. The bark's real flaky. But I don't really know how resinous this branch is, and I don't even remember when and where I found it. Now there's some signs that tell me where the resin is. The color. Who's that? Mr. Mega Fred Zeppelin. Just stopping in to say hello and hit this like. Looks like great workout. Take care. Rock on. You bet, my brother from Northern California. All right. So the color right here, you can see this part gets wet and this part does not, and this part does not. That resin doesn't let the wood absorb water. So we got resin up to here. So I'm going to guess and say cut right here. I'm just going to start a little notch. Oh yeah, that's bone dry. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take about that much of the knot off. Yeah, man, I'm way out of shape. Time to get back into shape. Spring's just around the corner. I'm gonna have to open a window. This workout's getting me hot. All right, we're about to see the color. There's the color. It's actually a pretty nice color. Well, my lighting ain't the best. I'm gonna go open that window. Whew. How you like to? I like to have the window open when I'm in here. We had a hell of a snowstorm last night. We got warm snow right now, though. That's nice. All right, who just showed up? Smells good. Oh, me. Joshua Lamb, hello, my Fatwood brother. How you doing, man? Oh, hopefully someday you have a better wood lathe than me. All right. And let me show you quick what I've been working on. You'll probably buffer a little because I'm moving. Remodeling the house, don't mind the mess. So, there we go. My shadow's gonna be in the way, ain't it? I turned this one last night. I'm gonna leave it unfinished. My stuff's been selling. My coffee scoops have been selling. Here's a high-speed steel striker. Got all kinds of force junk in there. Stands up just like that. Big whopper of a ferro rod with a matching striker. Like, yeah, look at this beast right here, man. The color in this is unreal. Now this one's my best color ever. And I know exactly where I got that wood. Unfortunately, I think I got it all, but you know damn well I'm gonna go back. These are all the bags that they belong in. Bottle openers, coasters. Yeah, my coffee scoops have been selling. I'm so glad. These are the handles that I turned last night. The resin hasn't fully hardened yet. That one right there, I can't wait to show you. Oh my God. That's gonna be on next Thursday's video. Hey, Rita. Around. Yeah, remodeling the house, tearing up the floors and everything. Okay, this is my schedule. All the way to March 7th, there will be a wood turning video, and these spaces will be filled in with all these plans that I have. I'm going to be turning Michigan pork belly. I got a couple hefty pine knots. I got some David Burkhalter wood. Hey, New Zealand Outdoor Blades, how's it going? Good to see you, Pacific Bushcraft and Firecraft. Good to see you too. Got some David Burkhalter wood that I want to turn. I'm going to be turning a kaleidoscope, screwdriver, ice pick. Going to be turning some dry Scotch pine and duck calls. Speaking of duck calls, I just got some duck calls from Amazon. Look at me and my damn gut hanging out. Yeah, let's open up them duck calls. I just got those from Amazon. There's my wood I'm working on right now. Got my stash under there. I can't remember who recommended duck calls. Oh, that breeze feels good coming through that window. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Got me some MP3 headphones. Wait a minute. Where's my duck call? Damn it, it said it had been delivered. I was so excited too. Guess all I got is some headphones. Maybe I should look outside a little better. My duck call said they were delivered today. I got the closest color to amber that I could get. It's a bit of like an orangish amber. So I can turn a handle for a duck call. Trying to get variety. Man, this sucker's dry. Look how freaking dry that is, man. Honestly, don't think that would even be worth going on my lathe. Got beautiful resin, but the feel of it, resin only comes up to here. And this side seems to be rather dry. Now I'm just curious. I want to whack at it, split it down the middle. Looks like this one's destined for the free box. I don't even know if I'd give this to my customers. take that. Cover your ears. I don't have my batten in here. Use my hammer. Where'd it go? Yeah, that's a disappointment. Check that out. Where's the other half at? Beautiful color. Smells grand. There's your resin. A little dry right there. Dry right there. Not much resin. Somebody would appreciate it. Sorry, but I don't. Put the light up here a little bit better. Free box. Let's see if I can reach it from here. Oh, one made it. Let's see. This one is definitely going on the lathe. This right here is what I call my high-grade Austrian pine. And I mean, this stuff is almost purple. And I don't think there's much I need to do to this before I put it on the lathe. Usually the day before I turn, I do prep work. I get a bunch of pieces ready for the lathe the night before. And then I get up in the morning and I turn them. So this needs to be trimmed down about 1.5 inches. Prepare to be amazed. This ought to be easy to cut through. Wow, I can see the color in the Maya dust already. Wish I had more time to go back to this tree. I've damn near harvested it all. A whole entire dead tree on the ground. Trunk and everything. Wow. So you've got some black spots, which means the red is so dark that it appears black. Black resin, triple thumbs up. So yeah, it dries out a little bit at the top. So I imagine out of this one I'll get about a 4.5 inch handle on that. Shlisa, what do you do with all your lathe dust? What you gonna make out of the Florida Fatwood? I don't know yet. I got a bunch of pieces already. Ferro rods, strikers, more strikers. All the Fatwood dust goes right in that big ceramic container. All those packages, those white bags. Let's see, I should have one right here. What'd I do with it? I'll just reach over and get one. I've got, let's see. Come back here. I've got jumbo bags. They look like pillows. I don't make much money because the shipping on these big bags is pretty expensive. I only charge a few bucks. People pay a lot of money just to ship them. This one is unnamed. This is a mixed bag. Most of them are named. I've got 3 different size bags. This is the small. They're always named what type of pine. High octane red pine. And when the Maya dust was cut and put in the bag. That says 128.25, which is today. And I sell them in my store. Good Lord, that's a lot of dust. And great news. I sold out of my smell-o-vision packs end of summer, beginning of fall. And my smell-o-vision packs that I sell in my store come in these little packets that are really, really hard to open. So I got some bigger packets and I label them. This one says Fatwood Queen, Fatwood Smell-o-vision packet, Austrian pine. And I take my packets, I print out my labels, and I put them on my empty packets, and I have them ready. So when I'm turning, like last night, I was turning Austrian pine. Before I put them in the big bags in there, I made sure to fill up 10 smell-o-vision packets. This way, when you're watching my Fatwood hunt videos or turning, and I say I'm turning this, you can open up whatever that is and know what it smells like. Where's my high octane red pine? There we go. You can even see a difference in the dust. High octane red pine. Neat. Thank you. Good. Alright, so this one, later on I'm going to take my hatchet. I don't want to do it now because I'm going to be throwing shit everywhere. It's probably better I do it outside. But I'm going to take my hatchet and clear all this pumpkin junk off, most of the knot. And then my lathe is a junk lathe. I do have a chuck on it now, but I use the spur drive. And the best way for the spur drive to grab onto my pieces is I'll cut a notch, crisscross it. You'll see on not this Thursday's video, but next Thursday, I'll show you how and why I do it, so that my spur grabs on real good and I get a good hold from my lathe and I can just turn the hell out of these things. Now, which one's next? Oh, I've been really looking forward to seeing what's in here. Sometimes these kind of knots are the best. It's just all punky and flaked off, and it almost looks like it might have came from that tree that gave me that beautiful red handle, but I'm not sure. And the only way to find out is to cut into it. Let's see, I'm gonna cut this knot right there, so I got enough meat on it for my lathe. Ooh, this smells different. Nice red color. Guess I can turn this back down here now. We don't need to look at that anymore. Let me smell it. Wow, that's different. Almost smells a bit chemical-like. I can definitely smell the turpentine in it. Now to take a guess where the resin runs up to. I'm feeling for the weight. It's always heavy closest to the knot. That's where your resin's at. But how high up does it go? Now I'm noticing that there's tiny little knots. One right there. One right there. Just two? I thought I saw three. Two knots, I guess. That's where the resin collects most, is around the knots. Plus you get a really cool pattern. So I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that the resin comes up to here, which it probably doesn't, but I'm going to put it on my lathe anyways. I'm seeing Maya dust. Must be resinous. It's like a kid in a candy store when I do this. That's why I went live. Hey. Not bad, not bad. No pun intended. Man, almost smells like strawberry. Wild, man. This is gonna make a nice thin little striker. I'm getting ready to cut strikers. I've got enough high-speed steel to cut, what did I count? 9 times 3 is 27 plus 15. I got enough steel to cut 42 strikers so that I can turn handles and put a striker in them for ferro rods. Let's see here. Come on over here. Try not to make you seasick. I don't have a good light over here. So this is my little vise, and this is high-speed steel, and it goes all the way over to there. And I'll be able to cut that into 3 pieces, and there's 5 strikers all lined together right there. Those are tiny ones. The bigger ones are over here. See that? I'm going to cut that into 3 pieces. And there's 3 stacks of 9 right there. And then my 5 right here that'll be cut into 3 pieces. I'll be using the air compressor and my cutting tool to cut my steel. I'll be hopefully getting that done tomorrow. So I done used up all my strikers. Down to 1 left, and I'm turning handles, and I need to have strikers. Trying to get my store stocked up. I've had a lot of downtime the last 2-3 months. Had a surgery, and it went great except for one spot, and it was giving me neurological pain, something awful. Just made me miserable. Now the only thing holding me back is I need to get a fuel pump on my van. Hopefully get that done next week. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We got 4 trimmed. I'll clean them up, finish them up tomorrow outside. Looks like I've already been hacking on this one. I got so much wood outside, it ain't funny. But is it good enough for the store? That's the question. So I need to go out and get some more good stuff. So to make this one a handle, I'm gonna have to trim off the dead end. Get enough on there so that I can secure it on the lathe good enough. And then the knot starts to curve. So I'll probably cut this knot right about there and get a 4-inch handle. Once I get my store stocked, I can focus more on stocking Fatwood. I've got a whole bucket of Fatwood behind you, but it's not good enough for the store. I'm a bit finicky, you know. I like my 5-star ratings. I'm not gonna send anybody a bunch of junk. This one, I can actually get a handle out of this one. This one needs to go in the pile that we're working on right now. This looks like Austrian pine, but I'm not sure. I'd have to cut into it. Boy, is that heavy. That sucker is dense. Yeah, that's going in the pile back here. Well, that's some really good color. Too bad my lighting sucks in here. It just whites everything out. See how dry it is? That would be a free piece. See, this thing's just hardly anything to it. I'll be watching this chat after I'm done to see how bad I buffer. Man, this sucker's dense too. This is definitely a piece of Austrian pine. I turned one of these and it's finishing right now. I can't wait for it to finish so I can touch it. It's such a cool color. Yeah, see how dry that is? Yeah. Yeah, I got a whole bucket full, but it's only a couple inches of fatwood, you know what I mean? I mean, look at that. I'll find use for it. And I sell stuff every week. And any fatwood that I don't sell, most of the time I just give it to my customers. Think about it, you know. You get these flat rate envelopes or boxes, and somebody buys something and you put it in that box. There's all this space left. Great place to put all the fatwood that I don't want. Some people appreciate it, some people don't. That's why I say when you buy something on my store, in the description it always says message me if you want free samples. It all depends on what I have at the moment. And I'm starting to get low. I need to turn that furnace down. Window must have kicked it on. I'm gonna go right here. Feels dry. Dust looks dry too. I'm seeing some Maya dust though. Yeah, there's some resin. Hey, not bad. Not bad for that high up. Typically, I only use about that far down. I don't have the type of lathe where you can just, what am I trying to say? My lathe that I have limits a lot of what I can do. I can't take it anymore. I gotta go get that piece that I just turned from that same piece of Austrian pine. It should be hard enough that I can bring it over here. Hey, Rita. I tell you, it's torture sometimes waiting for this stuff to cure. So this branch I just showed you a second ago, the Austrian pine is the rust-colored Austrian pine. Really old, nasty stuff, but it turns great stuff. I took a piece like that, and this is what I got. Ain't that the berries? I'm gonna have to put a second coat on it because of that dry spot right there. Dry spots just soak it up. I wonder if the light will do what I want it to. Let's see. No. Can almost see it glow. Yeah. Put the light back up there. I couldn't believe it. It's so fun. I get to cut this stuff open to see what it looks like when I cut it open here. And even more fun when I put it on the lathe and cut, just start turning it a little bit and then stop to see what it looks like as far as color goes. and then turn some more, and then stop and look at the color. Whoa, I got the chat rolling, huh? Very nice. Keep it burning. Thanks, Dan Scott. Well, Shlisa, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Thanks, Todd. Thanks. I do too. It gives it character. I'm still begging you to blow a few dollars on sandpaper and laid it up to. Oh, I got sandpaper. Hey, John Warning. John Waring. Oh, yeah, I got sandpaper. I'm gonna hang this baby up. Oh, I can't touch it. It's still soft, though. Alright. This here is where I keep my tools. I've got little labels. These are all my sharpening tools, sharpening stones. There's all my sanding tools. There's my little radio. Let's see here. Shalisa's gonna show her tools off. I've got wet dry sandpaper, sandpaper discs, rolls of sandpaper. Let's see here. Now, I only use sandpaper on dry fatwood. I've got large sanding discs and tiny sanding discs. And what is that sharpening stone doing in this drawer? You don't belong in there. What else? My honing oil. Alright, let's see here. Get you closed. This here is my rough and rugged sharpening stone. There we go. Then stop with the shiny finish and just come on, let me read it. Sanding so you can get a mirror finish on the fatwood. Well, I appreciate your honesty, and I wish people would talk to me more like that, not be afraid. But it all depends on the fatwood. Some of my wood turning friends, I'll name a few. Stalker Steve, he's now Steve and Susie's Homestead. Also Nathan 4071. A lot of us don't use sandpaper on fatwood. What we've learned over the years is that you keep your tools sharpened enough, you get a good shiny finish. Now, I've experimented with different finishes, and I've been liking the epoxy resin finish, and I've been waiting for somebody to tell me if it's good or not. So far, since my epoxy finish has been lasting and I haven't had any problems over the last year, I've been doing it more. Let's see here. Where's all my finishes at? I need to clean it up in here. There's some more sanding rolls. I've got some finishes up here. I've got most of my finish down in the metal cabinet, but I got some of it out here. I got shellac, I got Waterlux gloss. I need to do better with the sand and sealer. I accidentally got the liquid kind. I've been liking it, but I don't do much sanding unless it's a really dry splintery Fatwood. So far, I've been working with Fatwood for 8 years now, I think. 8 or 9 years. And it's hard to shine it up with sandpaper. But if you use a sharp, I'm not stuck on it. Use a sharp tool, you get a good shine. Yeah, I definitely want to turn this one. I don't know why it was in the junk box. That's going to be just as pretty as that shiny handle I just showed you. Yeah, I really like how the epoxy resin just makes it all glossy. I did show a handle over at the table that's not finished because some people don't want finished handles. Some of my quickest selling handles are chunks of Fatwood like this. Just a raw hunk of Fatwood with a ferro rod epoxied in there. A square hunk of Fatwood. People buy those up pretty fast. But I'm needing to stock back up on some strikers. I wonder how I'm gonna be having to hit up Nathan for some ferro rods pretty soon. See, I'm down to 4 large 5-inch rods. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4-inch rods, 3/8. Once I sell some more, I'll hit Nathan up, get stocked back up again. But I'll feel better knowing that my store is stocked up. I'm calling this a turning season. I'm going to be turning until end of March, April. By then, I'll be done turning for a while, and I'll just be mostly in the woods, either looking for Fatwood or mushrooms. Yeah, this smells totally different from the red pine. Yeah, that'll make a pretty handle. Wow. Whew. Strong turpentine smell. Plus a nice sweet smell too. Kind of sweet and sour. Where's my water at? Empty. So, tomorrow I'm going to be turning red cedar. And that way I'll be able to fill 10 smell-o-vision packs. Plus I got all these handles I want to turn. If you're wondering why I only turn handles, 1, I'm not quite ready to turn bowls and plates. And 2, I don't quite have the machine for it. This lathe is something else, but it's a beginner lathe. When things get better, I'm gonna upgrade. I'm incapable of dropping the gas tank in my van to change out the fuel pump. Don't work on my cars like I used to. I might have to pay somebody to do it. All right, what was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you All right. So this here Harbor Freight lathe has so many things I could complain. You know, toolbar is just some cheap cast crap. I have to constantly file and sand that thing. The tailstock isn't like everyone else's. I can't fix a tool to it. You know, I used to work on industrial machines, and man, I sure would love to have me a turret lathe right now. A turret lathe would be the berries, because I'd be able to switch out my tool by spinning the turret, and I'd have all different kinds of tools, and I could just go from the center to a drill. It would be awesome. And this lathe, it's really hard to do bowls on, even though it's made for it. This one I bought used. It didn't come with the bowl plate, but I can buy one. It also didn't come with the sanding plate. But it's got me back on machining again. What little I can do myself. And I've got a Nova chuck for this and an adapter. So it goes on there, and I've used it a couple times, but lately for what I've been doing, I've been using the spur. I keep eyeballing this piece of wood over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's on the list to be turned. I've got a lot of these. You know, I could make a pretty cool cup with that, but am I ready? I've learned if I go at my own pace, I'm more successful. I know when I'm ready and when I'm not. This one's gonna have to be cleaned up outside. I'll take the hatchet to it and break all this punk off. I'll cut these knots down. This is a knot cluster. I'll cut these knots down closer. Fix it on here. I'll have to slow the speed. That's another thing about this crappy lathe. To change the speed, you gotta open it up. Let's see. And change the belt. You've got that nut right there. Bonnie Cave, Sunset Bay Bonnie, she told me in the beginning she recommended pick the one speed that you use the most and leave it there unless you really need to change it. So someday I'll do something a little bit more than a handle, but for now I'm doing handles. And Fatwood, using the Fatwood requires a lot of cleaning. And let's see if I can get you up under there. These have to be unscrewed all the time. And I have to take it apart and clean it. See how that resin gets up under there? It gets in the threads. I gotta run up to the thermostat and turn the thermostat down. I think the cycle just switched over to warmer in the evening. Man, my thermostat took a shit. Thermostat took a shit on the coldest night ever. I think it was Wednesday night last week. Meow. I know. Why don't you just come down here and join me, Rita? Sit there longing for me to return. Yeah, so all winter long, my thermostat, the battery be going dead. I'll change the batteries. It'll still say low battery, but it'll work. And then it don't work, so I'll change the batteries out. Well, this time, I put brand new batteries in it. I couldn't get it to work. It was like 10 o'clock at night. Everyone's asleep. Can't really call anyone. It's like, hey, come help. Thought, I'll find that brand new thermostat I had stashed away somewhere. And we hooked that one up. Still couldn't get it to work. Had my brother-in-law come over the next day, and somebody had wired it all wrong. And we figured out the wires on the furnace, and the wires on the furnace needed to be trimmed up. And we got all the color wires right, got them all trimmed up and attached just right. Furnace is running great. Hopefully we won't need it in another month. Looks pretty dry, but it's got a dark color to it. Yeah, a little bit of dry to it, but it's the same color. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Same color as that shiny glossy handle I just showed you. Hey, I'm going to make another handle out of that wood. I know where I got this stuff, and I can go back and get more. In the pile. Let's see, got one pine knot left. And a big old hunk of red cedar. I'll probably cut that on my bandsaw. Oh, 2 pine knots left. I have a huge barrel, big old black, kind of like a planting pot barrel, only it's really big, and it's just heaped with pine knots. But they're not all big and juicy like this. There's a lot of small ones and a lot with missing parts, and you got a lot of knot. Got a lot of them to go through. Weather gets nice, I can start charring punkwood again. Getting low on char cloth too. I used to give that away for free in my store. Well, I don't think I'm going to get much out of this, but I'm going to see what color it is. Ooh, it's resinous. All my pine knots are resinous. But how high up does the resin go? That right there is solid resin. There we go. Now you can see the color. Solid resin. That's what I like. This is high octane red pine. Solid resin. I used to find so many of these just laying loose on the ground. And look at that. That resin goes all the way up to the tip. Gotta cut into it and see. It's so cool. Yeah. Certainly smells like it. Good stuff. That's a heck of a pine knot. I could put that in my store if I took a wire brush to it. A wire brush over here on my pegboard. Yeah, I'm real careful about selling pine knots whole because, yeah, I'll do this outside. One little spot under the knot can hold a whole lot of ants. So I have to be real careful. And there's certain pine knots I will not ship. Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you crack open a pine knot and a bunch of ants come out. But they do. They typically will hang out under there. Man, that's beautiful. That's what I call a score. I've got 3 trees that I know of that I'm waiting to fall that have this good stuff. Wait. 3 plus a really super huge gigantic one. I can only dream. Every time I drive by that tree, over by my family's. I look to see if it's fallen yet. I'm always checking to see if those trees have fallen yet. I can only reach so high. The rest I gotta wait. I'm trying to think of what else I need to process. Because I might be hanging it up soon as it... What time is it? Good evening, Shlisa. Hey, Kirk North of 51. Hey, I still got the... Check this out, Kirk. On top of my junk pile. Pretty sure it was you that gave me these. I've still got them gloves you gave me. Still got the hats with the stag. I use these gloves a lot. A lot. Yeah, that's all my packaging. I need to resort it all. Somebody gave me a bunch of bubble wrap. That's where I keep my envelopes and boxes, newspaper. All right, let's see. Where did my chat go? Got another giveaway in the making. Hoping you're going to be joining in. Cool, I got one going on too. Ha, John Waring says, good grief, 100%. I don't know what I like more, turpentine or licorice. Can someone produce a Shlisa epoxy? Hey, I got a giveaway going on too. And I think only 4 people are in it. It's been going on for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's going to be going on for another 2 or 3 weeks. I don't publicize my giveaways because I get so many people I don't know, and it's like, man, I'm celebrating 2.5 thousand subscribers, and this is like a subscriber appreciation giveaway. So my giveaway, I hide it. It's always in the description of my videos. I put the link in the comments. I put the link in the top corner of the videos where it'll say 2.5K subscriber giveaway. And then at the end of the video, when you have your 4 cards, those tags that you can click on your screen, this top corner right here will say 2.5K subscriber giveaway, and all you got to do is click on it. And it's just a short little 1.5-minute stop motion clip, little fun music playing, and all you got to do is go in the comments and say I'm in. It's a pretty incredible giveaway. What am I giving away? Let's see. I'm going to be checking yours out soon, Kurt. I'm giving away a 2X t-shirt, Ferro rod striker with a paracord necklace, my best coaster set, keep thinking, Shlisa, 3 pieces of Fatwood, stickers and a magnet. What else, Shlisa? I didn't put a candle in there, but there'll be a candle. Yeah, Steve, you should check it out. Depending on how far I gotta ship, it will be depend on how big the candle will be. Some people pitch in on the shipping, which I do appreciate, because it can easily go to $60-$70 to ship to Canada or somewhere else. But yeah, only a few people are in my giveaway. I'd like to see more, especially people I know. And I do plan on having a drawing for mine before Valentine's Day, so you got about 2.5 weeks. Have you been getting a warm up over there in Newfoundland, Kurt? Get in there and stay. There, I got her that time. Yeah, I'm a little bit aggressive. Can't help it. It's my nature. Yeah, it is a lot. Hey, Kurt, North 51. Gosh, I wish I could read this better. Living in BC, though. Yep. There we go. Woo! Nice color. Yeah. That'll yield a nice handle. That'll yield a real nice handle. That there's red pine, but it almost looks like Austrian pine. And I still can't get over how pretty that handle turned out. I'm from Newfoundland. Yeah, Wait. Even though you're living in British Columbia, Steve, you're originally from Newfoundland? You went from the East Coast to the West? I asked you about your flag a while back. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yep. Yep, that's from Wallace Vivian. Yep. What else did Wally give me? Oh, I don't see it up there anymore. Hey, there's a I Love Newfoundland sticker. That must have been from Wallace. I had one of those plastic things that you move. It starts with an L, but you move it and the picture moves. I had one of those up here. I don't see it anymore. Bobcat guy, he's from Canada. Who else is from Canada? Bushcraft Consortium, he's a West Coast, not quite Canada. Liberty Rogue, he's Maine, not quite Canada. Where's all my Canadians? I think that guy's from Canada. The guy, baby. Who else? Man. Got a bunch of people from the UK. Hey, I think this guy was from Canada. Yeah. That guy's from Canada. One Wild Camaro SS. Yeah. Of course, I gotta have my pine trees on there. Yep. Big Gaz, he's from Australia. I need more stickers, guys. How come I don't have Steve's sticker on here? Didn't you send me a sticker, Steve? Where the hell's my Steve SRT sticker? Huh. I could have swore you sent me a sticker. Let's see. He says sorry. Jim Thomas, hey, how's it going? Grew up in Pasadena, Corner Brook. What part of... What is this stupid dot? Go away. I don't know why, but I kept thinking I had a Steve sticker. Guess I'm just gonna have to guilt you into sending me one if I haven't already. Oh, shit. I think I'm about done here. Where are you from? Kirk, North 51. I'll be visiting your channel very soon here, Kurt. Oh, just before I went live, I uploaded my video for this Thursday. It's not public, but it's unlisted, and if any of you want to sneak peek and watch it before it goes public, all you gotta do is go to the Shlisa Shell channel to my playlist. Find my Shlisa Shell wood turning playlist and scroll down to the bottom. That'll be this Thursday's video. I hit the public button usually around 8-9 o'clock Eastern time. I try to do it because my West Coast people, which I have a lot of because I'm from the West Coast, my West Coast people usually get out of work after 5, so I try to do my videos about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock here in Michigan. So it's after 5 out west. I'm from Santa Rosa, California. My mother is from just outside of Spokane. All my mom's family is in Washington and Oregon, and all my father's family is in California, Colorado, and Montana. Out here in Michigan, it's my mom, her sister and her family, my stepdad's family, and of course my sisters. All my brothers are out west. I'm overdue for a trip. I haven't been out west in 2.5 years. Heck yeah, man. Alright, I got a mess to clean up. What else? Anything else I need to do before I skedaddle? I hope that damn duck call came in. Doggone it. I want to be able to turn them duck calls. Yeah, my Thursdays will be filled up all the way till end of May, early April. I've got the kaleidoscope, the ice picks, the duck calls, the screwdriver. I got it all on the list. I want to turn these big gnarly pine knots. Where are they? I got the super gigantic one. Hopefully I don't take myself out trying to turn that whopper. And I got an itty bitty baby one. I just gave one that's like this, only twice as wide. I gave that to Jimmy Boy from Lower Michigan Adventures to give to Joe's Outdoors. Joe's Outdoor Places. Can't remember. There's a couple different Joe's Outdoors. The old timer with he likes Fatwood and all that fire starting stuff. I got this big whopper of a pine knot. I want to get ballsy and slap it on the lathe. I'll have to turn the speed down for that thing. And then this one here, dark as heck, super rich. It's hard to turn tiny things on my lathe, but by golly, I'm gonna try. Let's see here. Where are you from? My hometown is Blue Cove. Going across to sub to your channel. A lot of the younger people is moving to... Why does that look like Pasadena? I wish my eyes would work. My eyes work if I've got a flashlight. What do you guys mean by Pasadena? You're not talking about California. You're talking about Canada, aren't you? Let me put my hefty knots away. Yeah, I'm gonna turn those suckers. Yes, Pasadena, California. Wow. Screw that, man. I gotta have cold weather. All right. Spin you around, buffer a bit, make you dizzy. It's the best I can do. Man, I can't get over how pretty that turned out. All right, I think I'm gonna hang it up, guys. I shouldn't have took that down just yet. All right. Thanks for coming by. I'll be stopping by to check out see what you're up to, Kurt. And thanks for letting me know about your giveaway. Don't forget to see if you can find mine. And yeah, I'm gonna hang it up for this time. It's been months since I've done a live stream. Thanks, Ebonic. If I'm pronouncing it right, I can't read word or shit. Keep it burning, that's right. Take care. Thanks everyone for watching, all 9 of you. And I'll try to go live again sometime. And I got a video coming up this Thursday and the next Thursday. I think I've said that a million times now. So keep it burning, everyone. And stay warm. Let's see if I can figure out how to end this live stream. I don't never go live from my phone. Maybe the X button. Yep. Take care. Keep it burning.